All right, so before I announce the winner of the Offensive Lineman of the Year award, I'd like to say that this was, my first year as a varsity coach, and with that, it brings a whole lot of different challenges, but it made the season a heck of a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. I had a wonderful group of guys, and I had a wonderful group of seniors, all right, very talented senior linemen who not only made our offense what it was, but again made this whole year even more enjoyable and really taught me some stuff. So it was really difficult, when I had to come up with deciding who was going to be our award winner for Offensive Lineman of the Year. But I got to say, in very early on in the season, when I'm watching film and I see a running play where I have an offensive lineman who is pushing a defensive lineman 20 yards down the field while the play's already done. The whistle's already blown, but he's not giving up, and he's still driving this kid down the field. I knew I had something special. And in Nolan Dasick, I have something really special, a true leader, a player who every single practice, every single game, gave everything that he could and every ounce of sweat that he could in the weight room and on the field. I know that next year, later on in college, he's going to have some really special careers. So Nolan Dasick is our Offensive Lineman of the Year.
As I look down the row of coaches here, back and forth, I just started here about 7 years ago, and our defense hasn't played well in the past 6 years. You all witness to that. But after the Revere game, man, I was proud of these guys. We went out there against a team that won a couple games in the playoffs, and we went toe to toe with some of the monsters they had on their offensive line. We played team defense. In fact, most of the games, I was very proud of the way we played, the way we tackled, the way we chased people down. We had more interceptions in one game this year than we did in all of last year. So that's how much we improved this year and how much we can improve again next year. My task today is to announce the Defensive Skill Player of the Year. Arrington Taylor, come on up. Arrington's a sophomore, but he has a very bright future ahead of him. He's a weight room warrior. He knows how to lift weights. In fact, I use him. He demonstrates for a lot of the younger kids. In fact, he is one of the younger kids. Once again, Skilled Player of the Year on defense, Arrington Taylor. Thank you, Arrington.
Job, AT.
I'm back to announce the Offensive Skill Player of the Year. And I'll tell you what, this gentleman, we tried to get the ball to him in many ways. As you work your way up here, it's Will Ostrowski. Come on up, Will. 202 yards receiving, 9 offensive touchdowns, a lot of highlight film, a lot of great job for us. Also defense and special teams. He's going to be a really good one. And in our offense, we ask 2 players to make adjustments week in and week out. And it's generally our F-back, which is Will, and it's Mackey. And between the 2 of them, every week we had a list of things. And Will was also doing defense. Will was always doing special teams. So we had to kind of just tell him a thing or 2. And when you're smart, all you got to do is just say 1 word or 2 words, and they'll give you a little nod and away they go. And you're going to have a great future.
Congratulations.
Okay, I get to introduce the Most Improved Award. This senior, coming in this year, we didn't quite know what we were getting with him. Last year, he kind of bounced around between outside linebacker, defensive line, trying to figure out where he fit in. And then he got hurt last year, and we never really saw what he could do. This year, that senior, I'll announce him and then he can come up here, is Preston McDonald. This year as a senior, he was an anchor on the D line. He played all the positions. He played nose tackle to defense end. He played all over. And one of the biggest things is you look at him, he is not what you think of it when you think of a nose tackle. But he played smart. He got skinny, he got his gap, and he knew what he had to do. And I mean, he went from, we weren't sure what we were getting with this year to one of our main guys on the defensive line who didn't come off the field. And I mean, that's a testament to how hard he works in the weight room and on the practice field. So congratulations, Preston.
Okay. This young man, they're stats, and I could sit here for 3 years and talk about stats. I could sit here for 3 years and talk about how athletic this young man is. I could sit here and talk about, all of his accomplishments, being district, conference, first team conference. We didn't play in a conference, he's still first team in my conference this year. I could sit here and I could talk all day long about the on the field accomplishments of this young man. But none of those mean anything to me. And it's hard because you understand there's a couple of times as a head coach when you need the kids, you need them. And when you walk into a locker room at halftime and you're close, you're not quite over the hump just yet, but you're close and you need to make an adjustment. You really want to say some things that you're not allowed to say. But you can go to this young man, and I'll never forget it. And we're sitting at North Roseville High School inside. We go in the locker room at half last year, 2 years ago, and I said one thing, and I hope he remembers this. I said, "Be who you are." There's a lot of times, there's a lot of ego in this game. There's a lot of ego. There's a lot of voices, a lot of chefs. There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen here. But the one thing you can never say about this young man is that he was always true to himself. And for that, you can lean on it. I can lean on that. And for me, second year head coach coming in, this year as an assistant, this young man was our team MVP as a sophomore, team MVP as a junior. He's gonna be your team MVP again as a senior, but that doesn't mean anything. When that young man walks out the door, I lose somebody that I can walk to and I can say, "Hey, come over here, let's have a conversation, let's talk about this." And then that word gets back to the rest of the team. Those things don't come around very often. I've never coached a 3-year team MVP. I've had some really good players. Coached 3 guys playing in the NFL right now. None of them were 3-time MVPs. Stats are not where it's at when it comes to this young man. So forever, be who you are. Be true to yourself. Dylan Bednar. Our dean, we don't have dean moms. Do you call them dean moms anymore? Our parent backer group has some awards they would like to give out. Now is when I would like to do that, please.
Hard to believe these guys are seniors already. The last 4 years have gone very fast, but we've had a blast. And we want to thank Chris Bednar for everything she's done in the last couple of years, especially because she's pretty much done it by herself, and Trish and all the other moms that helped out. We really appreciate it. I do want to give Chris something from all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Lisa as well. Lisa's been so valuable to all of us. She's taken pictures over the years. She's done so much online stuff and graphics and countless things that I don't have the talent to do. And she has just graciously offered her skill and expertise to all of you guys. So thank you for everything that you've done for not only the last 4 years, but years beyond that with Jackson, and you've just
Thank you.
so much for the program. Thank you.
Thank you. It takes a team.
Actually, doing this.
Okay. We do have something for all the seniors. If you guys can come up and get your bag, you just
Yeah.
want to all line up and.
I don't know yet. It just happened today.
Guys, we really appreciate all of your hard work this year. Spencer. Hunter. No. AJ. Target. Preston. Yeah, and then you. Hold on. Guys, I know we didn't get to do a lot for you this year with your senior year. And we're really sad about that, but we did as much as we could, and we hope that this is a nice little memory for you guys to keep. And we do have a photo book coming, but I wanted to take a few more pictures since we didn't get to do a lot of the fun things that we've done other years. But I hope you guys still had fun. I loved watching you guys. I know we all enjoyed it, and we hope you did too. Dylan, you want to come over here? And
Yes, I do. Here you go, sir. It's for you.
Just a little gift for Coach.
Hey, what is it?
Good job, guys.
What a good man.
Good job, fellas. Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
Just my.
Put this back up. And I got to invite some people too soon.
As we come to a close this evening, I want to make sure that everybody in the room understands. High school football is a limited commodity. Beyond high school, most will never get the chance to put the pads on again, and our seniors took full advantage of every snap. I want to thank the seniors for leading by example. I hope the returning players take the advice of the seniors and prepare to the best of their ability in the offseason. Thank you, parents. Your sons are coachable, respectful, resilient, great teammates, and they give exceptional effort. This is a reflection of you and your love for your sons. Thank you to the coaching staff. Your countless hours of preparation, patience, and time devoted to the program does not go unnoticed. You supported me in times of great need, and I will never forget that. Mr. Cipolone, our booster parents groups, and especially Mrs. Bednar. There's been a few people that I can pick up the phone or text at about any hour and are going to respond. And those two people are in this room. The other is my wife, and she has to. So thank you guys. This train of Westlake football guys, it rolls. It rolls 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. And it doesn't happen by itself. So while I'm happy to take all the blame when we lose and give you all the credit when we win, there are people behind the scenes that make this track and this train keep rolling. And I cannot do it alone. In closing, our program in 2019 overall was 10-18. In 2020, our program overall was 9-12 with a playoff appearance. Our varsity team was 500. We were 4-4 for the first time, or for the 7th time since 1999. Was the 7th time since 1999 we've been 500. I'm proud to be the head football coach at Westlake High School. Our goals next year are no secret. They're lofty. We want to be back in the playoffs. We will return 7 starters on offense and 8 starters on defense. Our offseason program will begin in January, and there are no excuses. The path to our goal is paved with iron. If you're moving on to a winter sport, we wish you the best. We will cheer you on to successes just as if you were on our football, just as if you were one of us, and you are. But understand, when this offseason program starts in January, there are no excuses. Our path is paved with iron. It may not look the same as it's been in years past. It may be in a reduced number. It might be on that hill at the rec center a lot. But our path is clear. Our goals are lofty. And we will rise to the expectations. We will be in week 11 next year. Thank you. I asked you this at the beginning. I said the windshield is many times larger than the rearview mirror. While we spent the last hour celebrating our seniors, it's time to rip off the rearview mirror. We must look forward. The road is out the windshield. There's no looking back down. I will see you all in January.
There's a couple of final things here. First of all, if you check your certificates and there's a mistake made, make sure you see us in the athletic office. We'll get that corrected. Thank to Mrs. McKenzie for helping us out, making sure that all these things are correct. Thank you to our administration, to our parents, to this great group of coaches up here. Have a great night and go Demons.